All right. Welcome back to this Friday with me, Betty. Thank you so much for staying with us. So tonight we're going to do things a bit differently. We'll start with Willice Ochieng and then get to our guest tonight, that is DJ Pierre and Rika Poko. They're just running a bit late, but not to worry. Let's get the show going. So let me invite the one and only Willice Ochieng. Willice, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? How's your week been today, this week?
Betty, I'm fine. The week has been great for me, and I'm now ready for the job.
All right, Willice, they're looking dashing and dangerous in red. I know tonight is going to be fire here in studio.
Dashing and dangerous. Did you say that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Willice. Because of that red is fiery. I should have used the word fiery. All right. Willice.
Yes, but dashing and dangerous, they can just do it for the very, very description, Betty.
All right, Willice, let's get straight to it. I know we have our word for test your tongue, but before we get to that, let me just give you my set of words tonight. And I want us to start with the first one. So do we say combination, combination? What is the correct pronunciation for that, Willice? This one is something that you hear all sorts of manners of pronunciations, Willice. How do we say it?
Betty, almost everyone says combination, which is wrong. You don't say combination, and you say combi, combination. The verb is combine, but upon inflection, that is changing the form of the word for grammatical function, you now say combi, combination, just like invite, invitation, compile, compilation, recite, recitation.
Oh, okay, Willice. The recitation one has gotten me off guard, but thank you for that. So we say compilation and not compilation, you know.
Compilation, not compilation, the way many people innocently say without knowing where the rule is.
All right. Willice, let's move on to this other one. This one is another one, so I'll spell it out. A-N-T-I. So how do we go about that one? Do we say anti, you know, is it anti-theft, anti-theft? How do we go about that one?
Betty, under what we call received pronunciation, that is the standard form of British pronunciation, which is recommended for serious communication or for international communication, you simply say anti. Anti-corruption commission. Anti-corruption, not anti, that sound unique, or sometimes people find it to be fashionable to say anti, but there is nothing wrong with that. The only thing is, when you are keen on standard English, just say anti.
Anti. Anti. Got it, Willice. A lot of people say anti, but tonight at least you've taught us it's actually anti. All right, moving on to this one. This one you hear all sorts of pronunciation. So I'll spell it out. C-O-N-S-C-I-E-N-C-E. How do we say that word, Willice?
We have the word science, but we should not say conscience. Conscience, no. You say conscience. Conscience.
Okay.
Can you try it?
Conscience, not conscience. Conscience.
Yes. Conscience, not conscience, that we commonly hear around us.
All right, moving on to the words that you have for us, Willice. I know you have quite a number from, you know, the collection throughout the week. Maybe you can take us through them.
Yes, we have the humble ancient. You say succinct. Succinct. Don't say succinct. Succinct. John Mungai of Nairobi, you say Kanairo. Oh, you are in Kanairo. Kanairo should be Nairobi, but Betty will guide me on that. We have the word comfort. Comfortable. Comfortably. That is the adverb. But now, don't say comfortability. Comfortability, no. You better say comfortableness, but that is also becoming a cake. So John Mungai, get that right. Now, Betty, What is Kanairo, if you may also educate me a bit tonight?
Kanairo is like Nairobi, but it's like Nairobi with a twist. People say hapa Kanairo, jua ni kubaya, ama so ama ni kutricky. So Kanairo is like another word for Nairobi, Willis. At least today I've taught you something.
Oh, Kanairo.
Kanairo.
Oh, thank you so much, Betty. I'm grateful for that. Now, at Omwami_TZ, you say buffalo, not buffalo, and then you say procrastination. Michael Sang, Francis Koech, and Esther Rioba of Eruga Police Patrol Base, thank you very much for loving TV47 and this program that much. So, those three soldiers, I call them soldiers because that is now a word by way of affectation, masoja. You said Kanairo, now I can also say masoja.
Masoja.
Thomas Omolo of Siaya, you say sachet or sachet. Don't say sachet. Get me that sachet. No. You say sachet or sachet. Or sachet with a stress on the second syllable or at the onset. But what you avoid is sachet. Then we have at ridiculous nya, you say colonel, not colonel. Litigant, not litigant. Litigant. Then February and rendezvous, if you like, you can say rendezvous or rendezvous. What you avoid? Betty, have you heard somebody saying rendezvous?
Rendezvous.
Anyway, let's carry on, Betty. Now we have, you've had it. It happens, as I always say, but it's rendezvous, rendezvous or rendezvous. Now, Henry Karidi of Nairobi, you say amenity, not amenity, and you say amenities. Chantel Samara of Kisii.
Willis,
let me wait, Betty, as you say.
Did you say amenity?
Yes.
So we've been saying it all wrong.
Yes.
We normally say amenity or amenities. So it's amenities. That's a surprise.
Yes. You know, the problem for us, Betty, is we always pronounce words according to what we see. But English is a bit tricky.
Yes.
Certain words do not have what you see as the sound. Like letter E in this word takes the long, what we call the long high front sound, E. E, amenity, not amenity that we hear of locally. Then Chantel Samara of Kisii, you say arena. Betty, this is another surprise.
Yes.
Not arena. Arena is what we see, but you say arena. Then we have Maira Nasike, Livingston Amunga, Michael Ndungu of Kinangop, Stakas Haron, and Kiilu Ann. We also salute you and keep it up because we just have to help one another, if not each other. Each other is for two, one another, many people. Anyway, we always learn like brothers and sisters. Otherwise, Betty, do we try the tongues or I go to the surprise word for the night?
Yes, let's try the tongue, but we don't have the clips, but Willis, we are relying on you to teach us how to pronounce this particular
No
word.
problem, Betty. No problem. Let us take a look at this word, dear viewers. Now, many people innocently say representative. Representative? No, that is wrong. You say repri, then representative, not representative that many people say, Betty. I know that is also a surprise to many people, but let me go to our main surprise word for tonight. And here it is, Betty. What do you commonly hear locally? How do people pronounce this word?
Melanin or melanine, but most of the time.
Melamine.
Oh yeah.
You have got it right. Melamine, melamine. But many people say melamine for that hard or the strong hard plastic material. Don't call it melamine. Say melamine. There is no vowel glide at the end. And then if you have any other tricky word you want to learn or you want to share with other people, just send it to my X handle, which is right here at Willice Ochieng 1 any time of the week. And then Friday night, don't miss TV47. We'll handle it together with Betty and the only Betty. Otherwise, you can also send to at Betty M. Kialo or at TV47 News. Betty, anything more?
Well, thank you. Just to say thank you so much, Willice. I mean, tonight we've had quite the surprise. Thank you so much for teaching us how to talk better and how to pronounce, better. It's really worth the while. Thank you so much, Willice. I'm looking forward to next week's show. And of course, we'll have a nice collection.
I'll be here.
Yes,
I'll be here. But nobody, Betty, is perfect. Nobody can be perfect or spotless when it comes to matters of language. Anybody in the world has to learn, and not even in England can you find somebody pronouncing every word correctly. As I said, nobody can be perfect or spotless.
Absolutely, Willice. Thank you for crowning the night for us. Appreciative. That is, of course, Willice Ochieng joining us live and direct from Kisii County. And you know the job that he normally does so well, teaching us the correct pronunciations, not pronunciations. Thank you so much, Willice. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short commercial break, but we're coming back. Do not go away. We'll be right back.